Hey YouTube friends, what's going on? This is Dan here. Alright, it's been day 2, you know, since the Hurricane Milton has passed us. We have been without power, no internet, you know, no cell service, so that's kind of rough in the age that we in, that we need all those stuff. But it's kind of good too that we kind of see that these things are possible, and we just have to be prepared. And over the years I've been watching like lead farmer, talk about preparedness, for anything catastrophic or disasters, like something like this. The hurricane was a hurricane in a category 5, and then it actually landfall at a category 3. A lot of places in my neighborhood, a lot of roof damages, a lot of trees down, a lot of stuff. When you see we are without power for 2 days, without internet for 2 days, without cell service for 2 days, that's something big, in a first world country. So we have all these YouTubers that's always talking about preparedness, especially in a lead farmer. And guys, if you don't know lead farmer, go check him out. But I've been watching his channels for years, and because of him I always say, let me be prepared for something like this to happen. And we wasn't 100%. There's still stuff that we could do, but we was prepared enough to kind of deal with stuff, the current situation. I'm gonna show you some stuff that we had accumulate over the years, because some of these stuff I have over 5 years. I didn't buy anything new, which I probably, after today, I'm probably gonna end up getting something additional. But what we have has been a let me not use lifesaver, because people have lost their lives and all that stuff. But what we have make everything a lot easier to deal with the situation. And let me just show you some of the stuff that we have here. All right, I don't know if you could hear in the background, there's a lot of generators and stuff. I show you videos with the wood fire, so damage, it got a lot of damage. But one thing we have here, we have our Renonology, or the solar panels are 200, I think it's 200 watts or something like that. It is. It could pull up to 200 watts. I think so. You could correct me. But this has been a life. Not. Let me not stop using that word. This has been, a situation changer, because it has helped us to be able to charge our phones, have lights in the house. And even when the modem went out the first couple hours, we were able to have internet while there was no power in the neighborhood. Because your internet is on a different system. Sometimes they have backup systems that's different than the power grid. So it's good to have something separately for that. But we have this, and we have a blue LED here. That we have. I think this is a 500 watt. Blue LED, I think so. But whatever it is, it's doing its job. And then we have a Jackery. I think this is a Jackery. Like 200 watts, I think. This could go up to 200 watts. And we have the panels for this. So what I did, I used this to connect my modems and stuff, when we had internet and there was no power. And this, we was able to have internet and all that stuff until the storm fully came through and just knocked everything out. So but right now, this is what we're using to get lights in the house, and they're extremely good. We had this plug up all night. It's plugged up. This is good, go up to 300 watts. All night we have this plugged up with lights and everything, and there's even music for us, just to keep a good vibe in the house, because we have kids. So You want them to still feel, have a little comfort level. But it's kind of good for them to put them in being a uncomfortable position to know what this is. And I was teaching them how to actually, connect up the solar and the benefit of it and all that stuff. So they got a great life lesson from this as well. And so today the sun is not fully out, but we still, let me see how much wattage we getting right now. We're getting like 24 on this, because the sun is not fully out. You could see it's like a little bit cloudy, but it's still charging. And we're still gonna have power tonight if the grid, the power grid is not back on. And we have this one is, I think this going to 10 to 11 watts. It's actually charging. But let me show you some other stuff that's inside. Another stuff we had was this Dynamo multifunctional radio. It's an AM, FM, NOAA weather band. This was extremely helpful when everything went down and we had nothing to hear what's going on. These weather radios, and I bought this like 7 years ago for maybe $12 or something like that. This was extremely helpful. It was so interesting about I was teaching the kids back in the days, this so people actually had entertainment. So it was interesting for them to see a radio with an antenna, and you got to change the bands to actually get to listen to anything you want. Then we have this didn't work that good, but we have our first aid kit right here. We had these like backup batteries, and we had our this is a USB, a Bluetooth, speaker that we was able to connect to the phones and still play like music and stuff in the nighttime. To keep a good vibe in the house and not just a dead silence. One thing also, and this little radio here, you could charge it or power it via USB. It have a crank, like crank wind up stuff. Also, it also had the battery option. So which is good. You have 3 options for that. And I had my batteries here if I needed them for anything. And so that first aid kit, so we had a few things that actually made everything a lot more easier to deal with than because we was walking past people's homes that didn't have generators in the night just to walk around, and all you saw is just pitch black, while our house was bright with lights like we had power, without that loud generator sound. So I really believe these solar quote-unquote generator our solar power packs are extremely good, and I'm really gonna invest in even more powerful ones. It was so funny because my son was asking me, "Oh, Dad, can we plug in the stove with this?" Because he didn't want to eat the food that was cold. Well, I was like, "No, we cannot with this one, but there's some that you could actually power up small stoves with, So, but this is really, sometimes you have these disasters, and these natural disaster, and there is the plus side to it. And the plus side to it is the kids get to learn also how, things that they're gonna need as they get older, and going there, one day they might have similar thing to deal with and how to deal with it, as well. Look at this big cassava here. I need to bring it and bring over in the kitchen. But that is it, guys. Just wanted to share that with you. Lead Farmer, thank you so much for sharing all that great information you always share, about everything, And guys, if you don't know Lead Farmer, go check him out. Very knowledgeable about, preparedness. He give you a lot of good tips. I've been following him for years, and and yes, thank you again for all the information you shared on YouTube. All right, I know it's helping a lot of people. All right, so guys, be safe out there. All be blessed with peace, love, happiness, and kindness. One love. See you guys in the next video.